Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. I'm so very glad to have you all here. As I always am. Chester, Lizard, Luca, as well as anybody who's hanging out in chat and just lurking. Lovely to have you here. Also, Zai and Chris. Hello. Lovely to have you here as well. Yeah. We're going to be getting back to Xenoblade Chronicles in just a moment. We're getting to one of my favorite points in one of my favorite games. You know, I say that. I think I'm willing to go further. I think, like, I've said it before, but it's true. This is my single favorite game. That is not to say it's perfect. But there is no game that means more to me. Oh, that's fine, Chris. Sleep lurking is important for your health and just for just being. Before we start the game, I do want to quickly point out something interesting I noticed, which, I don't know, I haven't seen this before. No one else has pointed it out. Because who fucking would? Because it's just a quirk. So, the icons for Xenoblade Chronicles and Xenoblade Chronicles 2 have very strong design cohesion. You've got a sense of here is green and grassy, there is blue and grey and distant. However, Katamari Damacy has the exact same design as Xenoblade 1 and 2 for the icon. Hi, Josh. I'm glad you've got the weekend off. Because I was going to point out, like, Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2 have this very strong design consistency, which I really like. But then I just looked at Katamari, and it's so similar. Oh. Anyway. Yes, Xenoblade Chronicles is set in the Katamari universe, and Katamari is in the Xenoblade universe. I mean, he is the king of all cosmos. It makes sense that all cosmos would include these two games. Anyway, so we're going to be going back to Xenoblade Chronicles now. Oh my god! You're a tiny person in a giant world. Is the king of all cosmos just one of the titans? Ooh! We're getting into it here. Anyway, before we return to, you know, the thing that matters, you know, dealing with the apocalypse, you know, minor issues, there are a couple of quests I want to take care of in Alchemath. And the reason I want to do these in particular is, slight spoiler, there is going to come a point very soon where certain quests in Alchemath become impossible to complete. I'm not going to tell you what that point is, I'm not going to tell you why, but there is going to come a point, certain things are going to become just impossible. Lizard, that sounds so nice. Meanwhile, at the moment, it is illegally hot in Ontario. It's just bad. Yeah, Zai, but we don't talk about that yet. Because lots of people don't know. Zach, hello. Anyway, so off stream, I did a couple of quests to set up what we're doing here, because honestly it would have taken too long. But I just want to quickly show you an important part of my quest log. I've got a lot of things in Frontier Village. Don't worry, we'll do all of these at some point. The important thing I want to look at is this quest, Building Bridges. So Ariel's daughter has suddenly decided she hates other races. Hey, it's the same, Zai. So Ariel wants you to find out why. Talk to Lasunia and find out what happened. Last stream, we did actually speak to Lasunia briefly and found out that she's super racist against anybody who isn't pure blood High Entia. And this is the quest to find out why and to solve it. Also, let me know if volume's okay. It's part of the reason I jump a lot. Lusunia is over there. Yes, Zack is a cutie. I have a fan near me, and I drink a lot of cold water. Chris?
Me.
What do you want? So Mother has been telling everyone she's worried about me? Well, frankly, who I choose to despise is none of her business. The wings on your head look, how can I say it, rather stunted. That means you're half hums. And so I'd rather not speak with you if at all possible. Perhaps if you were to bring me 2 pieces of marine marble, then I could be persuaded to tolerate your conversation. Yeah, we have to bribe her into just talking to us. She is a bitch. You can find marine marble at Aerith Sea. Even a child knows that. Goodness me, I see it's not just your wings that are stunted. Chat, how would you feel about me just murdering her? She's just one high Entia. Like, no one's even gonna miss her at this point. We could, Chris, but she doesn't know we're royalty. I figure murder is the easier option. Anyway, fortunately, I already have plenty of marine marble.
Me.
Oh, so you brought me the marine marble? You people travel together, yes, despite being of different races? Yeah, and one of us is a fucking robot. Frankly, I cannot understand it. Very well, I'll grace you with a small amount of my time. I'll tell you why I can't stand the other races of Bionis. It all started with something quite trivial, to be honest. That half-wit Vidian broke my headwing decorations. That's what started this? And that night as I slept, I heard a voice in my dreams. The Bionis itself spoke to me. It said only those of pure High Entia blood are worthy. That's called a dream, and or a delusion. The Bionis deemed to create us, the High Entia, first. Those savage hums are quite simply a joke. No offense. As I'm sure you're aware, Vidian's blood is tainted by those savages. So she got jealous of my beautiful headwings and decorations. Clearly she must have stolen them to smash them out of spite. Can't expect anything more, considering her heritage. But it doesn't really matter. This marine marble is even nicer than my old decorations. I suppose I could forgive Vidian. That's why you're talking to me in the first place after all, right? Okay. Okay, so she's still a bitch. Am I going the right way? I'm going the wrong way. And now we need to go chat to her mom again. This is not the entirety of the quest. Don't worry. We're gonna find out more.
Well?
The Bionis told her that? I can't believe it. But now you mention it, I do recall her having bad dreams one night. And I get the feeling that was the very day that she changed. Enjoy your lurk, Chester. How very frightening. Anyway, at least we've got to the bottom of this now. We kind of haven't, but okay. I hope I was of some help. Right, I'll go and talk to Lusunia. She cannot be allowed to think like this, like that in this day and age. I just hope she listens to me. So that is the first of a couple of quests. And for the next one, I believe it needs to be daytime. Yep. I've said this before, I'll say it again. If you are ever making a game where time is important, where certain characters are only out at certain times, or something like that, give players the ability to change time. I know maybe it's not that immersive, but I don't want to wait around for in-game hours, real-world minutes, just to make this happen. Oh, why are you over there? So, one thing I wish Elkamoth had. I wish it had a skip travel point over here. That's all it needed. What did you see it as, Chris? Oh, I love the music in Elkamoth during the day. You've got that intense organ in the background. Oh no, I know what you mean, Chris. But I think like in universe, they are legitimately dreams. It just gets worse than that. Fortunately, she's not in a position of power. And this is Vidian, her friend.
Hey.
You're the guys that helped Lasunia, right? You know, to get over her dislike of the other races of Bionis, I heard it was a group of Hums, so I thought it must be you. That's kind of funny. Like, I know it's implied that, like, everyone's here. But it's funny that she says a group of Hums when talking to a High Entia, a Machina, and a Nopon. Zai, I've already been to Agneritha. I think Agneritha's music is beautiful, but there's something I really like about the Elkamoth music. Yeah, I heard it was a group of Hums, so I thought it must be you. After you did that, she started talking to me again. But she's really cold. I think it's all because of the wing decorations. That's why she's still giving me the cold shoulder. You see, I broke Lasunia's wing decorations. I got some for her, which looked almost exactly the same, but she said she didn't want anything from a half-High Entia. I assumed that's what you meant by the other Imperial city, Zai? Agneritha. Oh, you're just checking that that's a correct spelling? Because it is. She never used to say nasty things like that. What happened? Well, she had some sort of mental breakdown. She desperately needs to be on antipsychotics. That's a good point, Josh. No. To the best of our knowledge, the Nopon cannot crossbreed with any of the other races of Bionis. It's a weird thing. I want the old Lasunia back. I want her to remember what she told me that night. Collect Morning Dew Ice from Bafilgar Pedestal on Valak Mountain at dawn. You're gonna help me? Oh, thank you. I need some Morning Dew Ice from Valak Mountain. You can only get it at dawn when the ice sparkles. Okay. So let's go to Valak Mountain. Fortunately, this is pretty easy to get to. But oh no, it's not dawn. once again, thank you, developers, for just acknowledging that time is a limited resource. Normally between 5 and 6 a.m. is what's classed as dawn. I've been wrong before. There it is. Morning dew ice. Also, hang on. Did I never climb this? Did I never... I must have. Yes, I've explored this whole area. Just for some reason, I thought I'd never climbed there. Anyway, back to Elkamoth with our prize. For those confused, what Chris and Zai are talking about, they're talking about a fairly notorious scene from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. With, unfortunately, one of my favorite characters on both sides of it. But just very questionable decisions all around. And yes, I do intend to stream Xenoblade Chronicles 2. But not super soon. Because once I finish this, and the DLC, of course I have to stream X, which I've concluded is never coming to the Switch. It makes me sad, but I don't think it's going to happen. It's the only reason I still have a Wii U. Oh, Vidian's here, she's just not here. Zai, I completely understand. X is the weakest of them, but I adore it. Its high points are so high. Oh wow, you actually found it? It's exactly the same as I remember it. I'll use this to make Lusunia something really nice. So, it's worth noting, Zai, that's what happened with me. I only really enjoyed it the second time I tried it. So yeah, if you've got the time, give it a second playthrough. All finished. Could you give it to Lusunia for me, please? And remind her of what happened that night? Affection seal half. Oh ho, what happened that night, you say? Between these two attractive young ladies. I mean, I'm not going to say anything, but I can imply things. I mean, Breath of the Wild is also very good, Zai, so I wouldn't blame you.
Me.
This is from Vidian. A headwing decoration, but only one of a pair. And wait, isn't this made out of morning dew ice? When we were very small, Vidian and I, we managed to get lost on Valak Mountain during a school trip. Who takes a school trip to Valak Mountain? Oh my god! I was really obsessed with getting some morning dew ice. So we ended up getting separated from the rest of the class. There was a raging blizzard. We couldn't see anything. Somehow, we managed to survive until morning. We kept on talking and talking, desperate not to fall asleep. And finally, when dawn came, we saw it. It was like diamond dust. It was so beautiful that I honestly thought I must have died. But there she was, by my side. Vidian. It's thanks to Vidian I survived. If she hadn't been there, I would have lost consciousness, I know it. And now I've called her a half-wit, insulted her blood and heritage. Oh, I've been a complete fool. How could I believe something so ridiculous and stupid? It makes no difference whether you're Hums or Nopon or anything. We are all the same. I must apologize to Vidian, and to you kind people too. So, obviously in the real world, things are more complicated than that. But I do like the idea of reminding her of an earlier time in her life when she didn't feel like this. And using that as a way to break her out of this, frankly, very toxic mentality. And there's Vidian.
Hey.
Asunia said she remembered what happened that night. I'm so happy. Asunia has finally returned to her old self. The truth is, I've always been embarrassed about something. The size of my wings. They're so small. You are talking to Melia, sweetheart. But that night, when I spoke about it with Lasunia, she said that she didn't care about that at all. In fact, she said she envied me. She said they must be so much easier to maintain. Oh, I'm so happy right now. Thank you. I really owe you. And I believe that's the end of that quest. It looks like that dullard Scarlin finally picked one of the girls. Maybe he wasn't as indecisive as I thought. Yeah, that's a guy we helped a while ago. I just want to check. I don't think that opens any more quests at the moment. I'll check at nighttime as well. As I said, I don't want to miss any quests in Elkamoth. We're also going to do one of my favorites in a moment. Yes! Fucking ship it, Copper! These two would make such a cute couple. Nothing up here. Nothing over here. Nothing down here. Okay, that's looking good then. The next quest we need to do... You'll notice I have no quests left in Elkamoth. If I sort it by Elkamoth, it just shows a bunch of completed quests, which is good. But there's another quest in Elkamoth. We just can't see it because it is this one, Advisor Hunt, which starts in Frontier Village. So, throughout the story, we've been hearing about these red pollen orbs. And red pollen orbs can give you incredible power, they can do a lot of good things, but they've also been spoken about as being quite dangerous. A couple of quests that I did off-stream set up the start of this quest sequence. So, two things we discovered. The first was that red pollen orbs can be used to create a specialty food item called Highmore Caviar that is apparently quite addictive. And the second, that someone in Elkamoth has been buying red pollen orbs from someone in Frontier Village illicitly. And we're trying to hunt down who it is. So this quest, Advisor Hunt, secret information from Nopon merchants says that Dedeba was misusing red pollen orbs. Dedeba fooled us all. So we have to find a suspicious Nopon in Sartoral Marsh. Now, for those of you who have been following my streams of this from the start, which I recognize as a long time back, we actually met this Nopon a long time ago. And we had no reason to believe he was suspicious. All we knew was that he was a starving Napa. Who wouldn't want to help a starving Napa? Well, he was a starving Napan dickbag. We still helped him. But, yeah, he is the guy in Napan Refuge. Or at least he was there. I'm not sure if he's still there. Yes, Zai actually points out something very important, which I just... thank you for mentioning it. I do want to draw attention to it. So one of my favorite things about Xenoblade Chronicles, if you look at the quest log, certain quests have a little clock next to them. That means there is a point at which they will expire. At some point, you will be unable to complete this quest. Maybe that's because of story progression, maybe that's whatever. It's just a thing I appreciate that they do. It's not a spoiler because it doesn't tell you when. God! I'd forgotten how pretty this place is. I really love Satoral Marsh. Look at this glowy-ass place. Oh, sir, you are quite powerful. Fortunately, you're non-aggressive. You know, I genuinely don't know, Zai. I've never let one of the timed quests expire. Nice, Copper. That's very exciting. Also, you want red pollen orbs? I think this dude's got some red pollen orbs. Why do you want to talk to Zazadan? Zazadan very busy. Go away. Huh? You want to show something to Zazadan? Top secret data? Why you have that? It's so scary when you no speak. Your face looked really angry, and Zazadan no can run away. Interrogate Zazadan, who is in the Napan Refuge. Well, I'm already doing that. What do you want to ask? About Red Pollen Orb? Zazadan no can say. What happens if it's processed? Oh, it looks like you know all about it. Zazadan will confess. If processed that pollen orb, it become very addictive. Remember you make Highmore caviar for Zazadan. It that. Okay, but what are you doing with it? Please leave Zazadan alone. If Zazadan say any more, Chairman will... okay, Zazadan talk. Stop staring at Zazadan. What now? Where Zazadan take Highmore caviar? Zazadan no can say, please no ask. We'll kill you if you don't say. We'll hurt you if you don't say. Or we don't blame you. I believe all of these work, but I've only ever tried the first one, which is give him an out. Make it clear that he was a stooge. He's not the guilty party. Someone else is guilty. Really? Okay. Zazadan say. Zazadan's secret Napan society sell it to bird people. It easy to make lot of money. Zazadan hear rumor that some bird people have secret club. They hold party every night and eat it there. That really all Zazadan know. Now, we've actually tried to enter a secret club in Alchemath before. We were just unable to because we got kicked out by the bouncer. Stop! No ask any more question. Except... that really all Zazadan know. Why you no believe Zazadan? Zazadan said all he can say. Yeah. I want to know where Dedeba is, but also maybe you can just wait until he confesses. I'm going to try that. Wait as long as you like. Maybe Zazadan talk in 200 years. Where is Dedeba? Zazadan not hiding anything. Really, Zazadan don't know anymore. If Zazadan say any more, Chairman will kill him. That's not the same as don't know anything. Zazadan really no can say more. Go now. Zazadan give you this, so please forgive him. Zazadan's memo. You might find Dedeba with the note Zazadan left behind. Dedeba, by the way, is the Nopon who has been selling this stuff. Or at least making the deals. But it's written in Nopon, and fun fact that we discovered during the course of this quest is that Ricky appears to be illiterate. This is a note written in Nopon, which Ricky is unable to read. Which strongly suggests that the Hieropon just straight up can't read. Nope, Pollenworks is where I want to go. And I think... Yep, here you are. Gadada. Did friends get information? Meh, not another tattered memo. Please wait while I decipher. I thought this ancient Nopon script, but actually whoever wrote it have terrible handwriting. Okay, so not necessarily Ricky is illiterate. He just couldn't read what was going on there. Okay, finished deciphering. It seems a trade will happen soon in Bird People City. Copper, that sounds perfect. I spoke to Banna just now. He say Dedeba ran away in fright. If we scour village, I sure we will find evidence. I cannot believe such devious goings-on are afoot in Elkamoth. Do not lose heart. We do not yet know how things turn out, or who to blame. Yes, you are right. What has already happened cannot be changed. We should make sure that nothing else bad happens. If it makes you feel better, Zai, I do sympathize. Part of the reason I went into programming is that I don't have to write things. My typing is neat, because, you know, it's typing. Collect all the pieces of Dedeba's evidence scattered across Frontier Village. At last we getting close. I sure there piece of evidence here in village. Go find it. And yeah, you just have to run through Frontier Village looking for red item orbs, which are the evidence. Which would of course be much more difficult without the ability to just magically see red item orbs. I was sure there were some pieces further down here, and yet I'm not seeing them. You know, there used to be a bunch of people hanging out here, including Banna, who was the one who supposedly was innocent, and told us, I don't trust him. Okay, here's one. And the rest must be much further up than I expected. That's still pretty cool, Copper. I'm actually also going to pick up 2 quests here, since they're available. We spoke to this kid a while ago. He believes... Hello, Steech. I love you. He believes in someone called the Great Nopon Sage, who most Nopon who are grown up do not believe in. But we've discovered that the Nopon Sage is real. We got... Oh, no, we haven't discovered that yet. We just got him things for the Nopon Sage, and he has made an offering. Take offering to where Nopon Sage lives. Pipiki want grown-ups to go see for selves that Nopon Sage exists. Even if Pipiki say he knows Sage, grown-ups believe Pipiki. Make offering where there is rainbow over Machna Waterfall. Then Nopon Sage will come out. You mean he only appears when there's a rainbow? Do you think he'll cross a rainbow bridge to come and greet us? Nice hum-hum lady looks so pretty flying over rainbow. Well, I can't fly. Not anymore. You had a sick robot that could do that. But I'm flattered you think I'd look so pretty. So yeah, I just wanted to grab that one quickly. Friend's timing must be right. Pipiki want to be able to eat bitter kiwi for the first time ever. That is an odd wish for a child to make. And this is a lovely lady called Rasha, who has been trying to have a better relationship with her niece.
Oh, fine.
Unconfirmed, Josh, but probably. What should I do? I wish there was another grown-up woman I could talk to about this. Oh, okay. So that's going to be not Melia, Charla's next quest. I'm not too worried about it yet. I'll pick it up when the time is right. You may. You definitely may, Copper. There's a piece of evidence. Quite hard to see, actually. I'm not going to show this on stream because I don't have that set up, but... Oh! Good pupper. What's their name? Also, boy or girl? Charlie? Yeah, Fiora certainly makes sounds. Charlie, I like animals with people names. I mean, you wouldn't think so given Gummy, but... What? Why did I talk to this dude? No, you stay behind. I care not for you. Zai, if you're on Twitch Mobile, then that's probably the reason you're behind stream. Because, from everything I understand, Twitch Mobile is hot garbage. Where's the heckin' evidence? Joy is a people name. Evidence, you heck. Where be? Good lord. I don't mean to... I don't mean to complain too much. But it is too hot. I'm just sitting here with my fan pointed directly at me, constantly sweating. It is an unpleasant feeling. You're on Twitch desktop, then it should be better. Yeah, Josh's advice is pretty good. If you pause for about a second and unpause, it normally, like, fixes any buffering issues. Are these item orbs shown... Like, red item orbs generally are not shown on the map. Which kind of sucks. There's nothing on the island, right? Well, actually, this isn't an island. This is just more shore. Hey! Exactly like that, Copper. I'm gonna quickly look this up. Well, what you can do, Zai, is post a message in chat, a test message. I will read it out as soon as I see it, and then you can judge the delay. So, I'll wait a little while. As soon as you post a message, I'll read it out. I know this isn't very exciting, chat, but I want Zai to be... the Zai test. Oh no, Lizard. Are you renting, or... Because if you're renting, you can just, like, contact whoever's in charge of your building, and they will fix it. But if not, that, I'm not sure. $6 seconds. That's not terrible. Okay, apparently I just, like, walked past 2 of them. Then, Lizard, my only advice is you're gonna have to contact someone? I don't know either. Oh! Okay, so these are the other 2. You know, right fucking here. I'm a dingus sometimes. Chad, I hope you can forgive me for being a dingus sometimes. Also, Gadada has gone home. Did friends find it? With evidence in our hands, we catch our crook in the act. Smell of danger is in air. When friends are ready, please call on me. Hey. It is time to finish this. The friends ready? Time to catch our crook in the act. Friends must take care of it. If you had not been here, he would still be fooling me. Look for the location of the secret club in Elkamath. Well, I already know where it is. Not even I know exactly where. It is up to friends to find out. Melia and Ricky there became closer. So we should be able to get more skill links, potentially. Melia only has 1 affinity coin, so it doesn't matter. But, in theory... Ricky might be able to get some good things from her. Nope, still can't afford anything. Oh well, whoopsie doodle. It's a fridge with an ice maker. Water shoots out the back of the connection where the water hose goes in. But you have to get to that connection from the inside and you can't get at it. Oof, Lizard. Yeah, you're gonna have to contact somebody, but I'm not even sure who that somebody would be. Anyway, to Elkamath we go. I mean, yeah, I suppose fridge repairman is just the way to go. Does this actually show on the map? Yep, it does show on the map where to go. Which, even though it's just the way the game works, slightly disappoints me. I kind of wish, since this one is all about investigation, more of these things were not shown to you and you had to investigate. Well, my brain went to maybe it's plumber because water and maybe it's electrician because fridge. But that is because, as previously stated, I'm Dingus. Okay, here's the secret club. Hey, Dingus, let me in.
Yes?
I'm afraid those without secret club cards may not enter. We ask you to leave. If you had a secret club card, you could go inside. Better look for someone with one. Doubt they'll lend it to you, though. Find someone who has a secret club card. Now, I know who this is. But again, I kind of wish that it didn't just immediately show you on your map who it is, but it's someone we've helped before. There was a Nopon who had a huge problem, which is that he was an alcoholic. And it was ruining his family life, and we helped him with that. Well, we're calling in our favor. Membership card for Secret Club? Heh, Nello got one. Nello's second most prized thing, so Nello not give to friends. Their drinks and snacks are so tasty. Yum yum. What? Nello is running low on favorite vintage. Is vintage more important than silly memberships card? Nello have ingredients for drink, just need doodad to make it. Need Rufus control units from Orluga Rufus in High Entia Tomb. How are you making a drink that requires an item from a place that no one is supposed to be able to go? Whatever. Get some, and Nello will get you as many members' cards as you want. Well, fortunately, I have one. I need 3. That sucks. Why do you need so many, you dingbat? It's fine. Fortunately, we've got Ricky with us, so we've got a much higher chance of getting the rare-ish items. Wait, do we need to go down there? I think going the normal way is actually a problem here. Because we want to be fighting shit. Heck! Where is stuff to fight? I mean, not for these. These are big lads. They look like that. They're the ones we need to fight. Fortunately, now that we're level 73, they are baby. Yeah, of course you do, Ricky. I realize I've been live for an hour, and I haven't yet touched on the quest that is the title of my video. Don't worry, we'll get there. Soon. Hello, T-Dragon. Are you aware that you are good and cute? Where's my silver chest? Ricky, I brought you along specifically for you to help me get silver chests. You know, I really love Samus's hype emote. No, give me good shit. This isn't good shit. Also, out of curiosity, Zai, do you have any idea what was happening with Samus's viewership numbers on, when was it? Thursday? Friday? I think Friday? Do you have any idea what was going on? For those who aren't aware, and I mean, that, I guess, would be most people here. Another streamer I watch, called Blood Samus. Very good streamer. He's like a tier above me in terms of average viewers. He normally gets 20 to 25 average viewers. And he deserves more. He's an amazing streamer. I don't know what happened in, I think it was Thursday or Friday. He was streaming Mortal Shell, and he was getting, like, I think he peaked at about 200 viewers. Every time I looked, the number was bigger. Like, I remember when I saw it hit 70, I was really surprised. And then it hit 100, and I was shocked. And then it just kept going up. It might be that, you know, there's the new DLC. But, I mean, don't get me wrong. I was so happy for him. But it also left me just scratching my head. Ah, friends brought them. Nello just finished last reserves. Nello can now make vintage again. Do not look at Nello like that. Nello knows moderation now. Yeah, I'm guessing that's what it is, Zai. And he totally deserves it. Here is membership card. Nello have this vintage, so Nello not need card for the moment. This is Nello's last drink. Have fun at Secret Club. Have funsies! Okay. We've got the Secret Club card. That means we can get into the Secret Club. In theory. And in practice, I believe. Yeet. And I believe once we finish this one, this is the last major quest in Elkamoth that we need to do at the moment. It do be like that sometimes, Copper. Have a rest.
Yes?
This is a Secret Club card. My most humble apologies. Please, right this way. And there he is. The fucker. Who are you? How did you find me here? Oh, Zazadan? He got such a big mouth. No, wait, please. Dedeba is not a bad Nopon. You don't have any proof. What? Why have you got Dedeba's journal? No. I thought I got rid of all the evidence. You did not, sir. Written grace, Zai. I'm placing you under arrest for the illegal production and sale of High Moor caviar. Taking me to the Imperial Guard? You're just cowards. We have received a report from Frontier Village. Don't try talking your way out of this. You're coming with me. No, Dedaba's fortune. This can't be happening. This must be a nightmare. Okay. Dedaba was framed. Dedaba isn't the kingpin. I told you to shut your mouth. This way. Stop! Let's tell Gadada indeed. But here's the thing. I believe Dedaba was telling the truth. If I remember correctly, he's not the kingpin. I may be incorrect, but I have a sneaking suspicion. Thank you, friends. I heard the news that Dedaba was caught. I arranged for Dedaba to take on all of my debts. That will be one problem solved. Popper, you need to eat. Like, eat now if you didn't eat earlier. Okay, good. At least it has all come to an end. Okay, no, I was wrong. That is the end of this quest. He was completely lying about not being the kingpin. And that leaves us in a position where we now have no further quests at the moment in Elkamoth. There may be quests later, I don't fully remember. But it is time to continue with the story. Psych! I just want to finish. I've got some reconstruction I can do in Colony 6 quickly. Oh, Shadow Mage, not this time. But thank you for your concern. So, I got the things I needed to get housing to level 5. Which adds, honestly, a bunch of fairly nice new houses. Category complete. You received a present from the residents for finishing the housing category. So you get, every time you get, say, all level 4, you get a present. And every time you finish a category, you also get a present. And we get the Oriental glasses. And we can't do commerce yet. It is actually impossible at this point. But we can get nature up to level 4. Which builds a tree-lined avenue. Which is actually super pretty. We built a tree-lined street. The mine's ether crystals have gone up in rank. That's also great. The fact that every time you increase the quality of the nature, the mine gets better, works within the narrative, and is a fantastic reward. Because now it's very easy to just get level 4 gems anytime. Now, it is time to go forward. And I am going to go with Shulk, Fiora, and Dunban at the moment. I might switch that up. Shulk is the obvious one to go with at this point. He is the wielder of the Monado. He is the natural opponent to Egil. Fiora has been harmed the most by Egil, and also contains the spirit of Mayneth. So is also very important. And Dunban is just Dunban. Like, there's no... I don't need to justify Dunban. So it is time to head to the Fallen Arm and speak to Mikkel once more. You all set to go? We're heading to the Mechonis core. You'd better be ready. You really ready to head off? I am. I should have saved, but I didn't.
Do my eyes deceive me? The Mechonis is moving.
Oi, you! I'm warning you! You better not drop me! You let me go, and you'll be doing sit-ups for the rest of your life! Yes, Colonel!
Vanguard is fantastic.
Linnea!
I am sorry. For Lady Mayneth's will to be realized, I had no choice but to use your body. Even so...
Actually, I'm grateful. Thanks to this body, I got to see Shulk and the others again.
Where is Lady Mayneth now?
Shall I call her? She is usually asleep. Maybe she just doesn't want to disturb me. It's an unusual feeling. 2 hearts in one body. It's not every day you get to experience something like this.
I see. That is a great relief.
It's as if I can see into our heart. We each know what the other's thinking, but it's strange. It feels like there's a part of my heart that's hidden. It's the part that holds Mayneth's feelings, and I can't see them. Maybe it's only natural. Everyone has 1 or 2 secrets, right? But I know how much she cares about this world. That's why I'm happy to let her use my body.
Fiora, I think Lady Mayneth is glad that she met you.
Yeah, I know.
That's many lasers.
Shulk, good news from His Highness. The Allied force retreated in time. Casualties were kept to a minimum.
Glad to hear it.
That's great news.
All areas are being prepared for evacuation. We can only hope they make it.
We won't let them down. This is one fight we can't afford to lose.
Here upon Ricky, all set! Ricky bound some heads!
We'll go with you. Can't beat strength in numbers.
Really?
You're a tough old timer.
What's this?
The old fossil wants to tag along. As long as you don't slow us down.
Let's see who makes it through the battle.
I love that they're just casually chatting while flying through 100 billion lasers.
We're here. Everyone ready?
Ready.
Anytime.
Leave it to Hirobon Riki.
Hey, Shulk. What is it this time? Stop worrying and come on.
The Monado isn't at full strength. I don't know if it can beat Egil.
You talking about that Apocrypha whatchamacallit thing? Don't worry. He's no match for all of us together.
At least the previous encounter allowed us to gauge how he fights. We won't make the same mistakes again.
The core is directly linked to the Apocrypha Generator. Destroy the generator, and the Apocrypha field will deactivate, allowing Shulk's Monado to function properly again.
Now you tell us. I wish you'd said something earlier. Oh, Shulk, did you hear that? Looks like you'll get your wish.
Something's not right.
What?
Egil. He called me Zanza. The same Zanza who devastated Mekonis. What did he mean?
And the same Zanza who's dead.
He was just trying to get to you.
I told you before, right? I haven't had any visions lately.
Yeah?
But I still know, if I concentrate, I feel like something will happen, and it does.
Are you saying you don't need a vision to know what comes next? Pull the other one.
Ryan, you're going to scratch your head with your right hand.
What are you on about, Shulk? Stop playing around. Oh. But how did you do that?
I can't work it out. Ever since we came to Mekonis, my abilities have been changing. Why would that happen?
Why indeed?
If it's true that Zanza used the Monado to lay waste to Mekonis, then is it right for me to use it? Is what I'm trying to do really the right thing?
Shulk!
The same thing that happened to Dunban,
You alright?
that ruined his right arm.
Yeah. It's okay. I'm fine now.
Man.
Your control of the Monado has always been flawless. It never crossed my mind that this would happen to you too. Are you sure you're okay?
Perhaps you are suffering this much because you put all your energy into fighting the effect of the Apocrypha.
Ain't you learnt yet, Shulk? How many times do I have to tell you? If something's up, you've got to spit it out, man.
Ryan,
Not
you're
just
such a
talking
good
about
lad.
Visions. I mean, whatever's on your mind. All right?
Sorry. Ryan.
Don't go apologizing.
Leave it
It's
to
my fault for
Ryan.
not noticing. Let's get one thing straight.
Holy shit,
I've
thank
still
you,
got
Red
your back.
Mage.
Thanks. No.
Huh?
Prepare to die. Shulk. No. Zanza.
This wasn't caused by the Apocrypha. It's a completely different kind of power.
As someone who does vague voice acting for
What's...
Ace Attorney, I can say that there are voices that ruin your throat. I saw that, Luca. You can't hide
should
it.
be glad we made it this far. But if we don't find the Apocrypha Generator soon...
Exactly. The fight against Egil's not going to be easy with the Monado in its current state. And we don't know what kind of toll it'll take on Shulk's body. We have to destroy that generator.
It's up ahead.
Shulk?
There's a strong energy coming from up ahead. That has to be it.
Really?
Yes.
Then this is it. Egil's gonna be scrap metal when I'm through with him.
And in spite of what I said, I'm actually going to switch up the party. For story reasons. I don't think it makes sense to have Shulk in the party at the moment. I am going to have Melia as our main damage dealer, Fiora as a tank, and Sharla as a healer. Josh, I cannot and will not answer any questions regarding things that have yet to come. Part of no spoilers is I don't want to spoil things either. Dunban got glasses because it was a good choice for him. But yes, they do look very pretty on him. By the way, it's worth noting, you may recognize this music. This is the Mechonis Central Factory again. This is a level we couldn't reach before. It is so high up. The pistons and gears. You know, Red Mage. That's a question I hadn't even thought to ask. Does gravity work all the way up here? I'm not sure. Yep. Yeah, I think gravity works. I believe you're correct, Zai. And thank you for taking notes, Red Mage. We need this. We need to know. If nobody clips it now, we can clip it from the VOD. But also, this seems like a remarkably dangerous place to put a walkway. God, this is cool. That, by the way, is the teleporter which previously took us to Ekniritha. We're way up high. Oh, I wish I could explore the rest of it. It's so pretty. It's so nice. Bridge to Apocrypha. Also, Melia learned a new skill. Strength, ether, agility, and HP up by 20% if no gems are equipped. It's an interesting skill, it's not amazing. There's a little path down here. I don't remember where this takes me. Thank you, Copper. Oh. Oh? This is a teleporter to a place that was just, like, blocked off before. Reasonably, because, like, they don't want you to just be able to get all the way up to a place you shouldn't be able to get in story yet. This basically just allows you to very easily from the central factory get back up to that top floor. NBD, just a cool thing. So good.
It's just as I thought.
Nice, Bubbles.
The Monado feels the same as it did before the Apocrypha took effect. No. It feels even more powerful.
Oh?
The Bionis Monado and this Monado, they have to be connected. Somehow.
Because you aren't here. Not anymore.
Why am I remembering that dream? Why now? Without the power, I can't stop Egil. I have to concentrate. All I have to think about is how to stop the Mechonis. If the Monado does bring about the end, then I know what to do. Fiora.
Shulk, what were you thinking about?
Nothing.
So... it's
You
like
want a kiss?
that, is it?
Really, it's nothing.
Listen, Shulk. If it's too hard for you to handle on your own, talk to me. Huh?
Fiora.
You can tell any of the others as well. We're all here for you. Don't forget that.
They're all so good.
You're
They're
right.
all so good.
You're here for me.
Of course. And don't overdo it, okay? We all saw what happened. Is your arm okay?
Yeah, it's not bad. I'll live.
Oi! You two! Is something up?
No! It's nothing.
Have good sleep,
Come
Luca.
on.
Mm-hmm.
Shulk. You can...
My soul. Oh god! Oh god! My soul just left my body. Poor Melia. No. My sweet girl. Anyway, as I said, you can use Shulk here for story reasons. I'm choosing not to. He is actually one of the better characters to have in this fight. I'm gonna save just in case I'm making a terrible mistake. Copper, if your answer is polycule, I agree with you, but, you know.
This machine, is this?
Yes. The
Or
Apocrypha
that, Copper.
Generator.
Yeah, let's trash the thing. We take this out and it's plain sailing for Shulk.
It should be. It is a miracle that you have been able to use the Monado at all.
Hear that?
Are you really all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
And this is why I pulled him out of the
Vanea,
fight.
We need to find Egil.
The control core is directly above. It is not far.
It's moving.
No! We're too late.
You mean?
The Mechonis functions have been restored.
No, it can't be.
Yes. You puny pests are too late.
This is what happens when you do side quests.
Fall back! Everyone fall back!
Well, we're inside him, Zai. God!
He's gone and done it. Huh? The Mechonis has struck. Not good. I think it must have hit somewhere on Bionis.
No.
Move out! Don't forget, we've still got a job to do. Right. What?
See, Dunban's smart. He's still focused on doing what you can. And this is the Apocrypha Generator. It is genuinely pretty tough because it generates a shield around itself. Which is why I use Melia and a ton of damage over time. Which it can't really do anything about. I mean, like, it doesn't generate Apocrypha in terms of what that word means in our universe, Bubbles, but yes, it generates something called Apocrypha. At some point towards the end of the series, I will explain the meaning behind some of the names that are used. For those curious, the names used for a lot of the things in this game come from Gnosticism, which is a Christian cult. Okay, let's do a chain attack. Ooh, ×2 sword drones. Lovely. Charlotte, since it is flying, Metal Blast will deal double damage. I was not aware of that, Bubbles. He's going to use laser to topple me, but that's fine, because I can use reflection, which means it deals 0 damage to me.
Melia, I know exactly.
But we beat him before he even used his laser anyway.
Chew on that, Apoca, whatever. We did it, Shulk. Shulk? Oi! Whoa.
Yeah.
What's happened to the Monado?
It must have changed just as the generator was destroyed. It's amazing.
Now we're talking. Next up, Egil.
Can you go on?
Me? I'm alright. Come on, we have to stop Egil.
Back on track. Just like I said. The kid'll come through.
Naturally. Everything is falling into place.
You can say that again.
You know, you two don't have to be quite so...
As long as we remain within the margins of fate, I know not how things will proceed from this point.
Elvis, whose side are you even on? Shulk learns a new art, Monado Cyclone. So now, I am going to pull Shulk back in, because he is the natural one to face Egil. There was also apparently a skill thing. Yeah. He learned Stealth Warrior, which reduces aggro drone from using arts. Fantastic for your glass cannon. And Monado Cyclone is an AoE attack around the wielder. It also topples any enemy with break. Given that Shulk can fairly reliably inflict break, this is the first time we have a character that can potentially go break, topple, and daze without anybody helping him. This is a very powerful one to have. I don't use it that much, but it's very good. Whoops. I want Fuster to be over there. I was trying to level it up. As I said, I don't use it that often, because I typically have people who can topple more reliably than Shulk. But yeah, he can do it. We will be here. This is your fight now. Conduct it as you see fit. We will talk again when it is over.
Hey there.
You look like you mean business. I know you lot can handle it. Off you go then. Stop that Egil once and for all. And this is genuinely heading to the final confrontation with Egil. Oh, you should, Zai. It's a really cool pendant.
So, you worms have finally arrived.
Egil! Stop the Mechonis! There has to be a way for us to live in peace! There's no reason for us to fight! You must stop this now!
My reasons are clear, and truer than yours.
God, he's such a good villain.
Look, it's Bionis.
May the roar of the Mechonis be the wrath of my people. How many?
Huh?
How many do you think died in that attack? Hundreds? Maybe thousands?
Egil! You'll regret this!
Brother! Stop this! You'll destroy the Bionis! Let us put an end to our torment!
It ends when I say it ends. I will end our curse by destroying the world.
You must realize that is not Lady Maynard's wish. That's why she left us her legacy, our whole world.
Pure nonsense. That thing lurking within the Homs girl is no longer our god. This world no longer has a need for gods.
Egil! Stop this!
Face me, Shulk, successor of Xander. I'll crush the Bionis and spread its ashes across the world. Then I'll turn the Monado into dust. Only then will there be peace.
So, during this fight, I'm going to talk as usual. Once the fight ends, there is, unsurprisingly, I mean, this is a story fight, there'll be a story cutscene. I am going to be quiet during that. I also ask that chat just not go crazy. It is a very, very important cutscene. And again, we face Yeldabaoth. And you can move around the side, but you can't really attack him from there. Which means you can't really get side attacks or back attacks. That is a very big hit. And he is immune to break, and therefore also immune to topple. But he's not immune to Buster. Manufacture Drone is an attack he uses that creates little buddies. He's done it before. And it is moderately dangerous. But now we get a vision. For Bionis/10. It does infinite damage. There is no way to block it, even with Monado's Shield 10. It cannot be blocked. It is an attack that will kill the Bionis and, well, it will destroy the Bionis and kill everything living on it. It is the end of the fight. But the Mechonis is being operated by Yeldabaoth, and there are 3 energy devices. These energy devices are essential for keeping Yeldabaoth running. I would like to focus on the energy device right in front of me, thank you. You need to destroy these in order to stop Bionis/10. You have 2 minutes. Which is enough time, but it doesn't mean it's easy.
Let's focus our efforts. Everyone, let's go.
Okay, and last energy device. The first time I played this game, I did not properly read that. And so I didn't see that you had to destroy these energy devices. But by destroying them, you can stop that attack from happening. But there are still these fucking dudes. Also, Charla, please heal yourself.
This is the Monado's power. Monado.
Okay.
God, Monado Buster is powerful.
Final cross!
All together now.
Right. We did it.
Anytime, any place.
Okay. We might be able to finish this with another chain attack. It's fine. Charla's doing okay.
Okay. My turn. Double wind. You're up next. Okay.
Charla. Charla, please.
Let's focus our efforts.
You're a lifesaver.
They call me Mr. Pig!
Niv! Hello! You have arrived just in time for one of the major story fights in the game. Shield everybody. Do I have any mods in chat who can shout Niv out? If not, I'll shout you out after this fight. But how was your stream? Okay. I'm not gonna bother with dealing with these drones. I'm just gonna chain attack. Oh my god, Charla! Oh my god, you can't keep doing this. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet now.
Incredible. Whoa.
Shulk! Don't do it!
How could this happen?
Do it. Kill him. Kill him.
That voice. Who is that?
Strike him down.
I will. I'll kill him. 1,000 times.
Yes, finish him. End it. It is what you want.
Yes, I want to. I'll kill him. For Fiora. For the Emperor. For my home.
You must find your Monado. Are you ready?
Are you feeling hungry, eh? Chew on this, scrap for brains.
Kill a Homs to beat us.
Egil once wished only to break the circle of suffering.
Until I've
He
scrapped
believed
each and every one of you!
Maynard, the villagers, everyone loved you.
Yes.
That is why they
Finish
wish
him.
to live alongside
End
you.
it.
It
It
seems
is what
so
you
clear.
want.
To Maynard, and to me.
No! This isn't what I want!
Shulk! No! Brother!
Why didn't you do it? Killing me would have saved your world.
I've forgotten all about that.
Forgotten about it?
I realized that we both share the same pain. Egil, I don't have any reason to kill you.
Even if you do not, I still do.
I know. But I won't do it.
If you do not kill me now, my blade will annihilate every last one of your people. Even then...
I can't kill you, but I can stop your blade. And I'll do it. Over and over again until... we understand each other. Okay?
You have used the Monado well. But do you honestly believe you are its master? Mechonis and Bionis once lived in harmony. They coexisted in peace, without hatred or strife.
Egil, why do you think we were born?
Ah, philosophy. Alas, I'm not very good at answering such questions.
Have you never thought about it?
Never contemplated what lies beyond this world?
Beyond this world? Lady Mayneth once said that aside from the Bionis and the Mechonis, this world is filled with nothing but boundless ocean.
But what lies beyond that? We are still young and unable to leave the Bionis or the Mechonis. Say goodbye to our creators, our world. But one day our descendants will. They will leave this place and depart for new worlds, worlds we have never imagined, by strength of their will alone.
Leave this place? That is something I have never considered. However, it would be a truly amazing sight.
Egil, I wish to see that the people of Bionis and the people of Mechonis live in peace and harmony and take care of one another. I wish this for the future of our descendants.
Yes, I too desire this, Arglus. Everybody shared the belief that the prosperity of our two worlds would continue for all eternity. It would have done, were it not for the Monado. The Monado refused to permit the existence of the Mechonis, or rather, the existence of anything but itself. And one day, it took control of my friend Arglus, and he became Zanza. It was Arglus, possessed by Zanza, who directed his sword at Mechonis.
I don't understand. Does being controlled by the Monado mean you will eventually become Zanza?
The Monado is Zanza. Zanza is the Monado. The two are one and the same. In order to perpetuate the existence of his soul, Zanza inhabits beings of Bionis. But you appear to be different.
What do you mean?
I can see it. How well you retained a sense of self. Perhaps you can break the curse of Zanza. And was that not precisely our wish, Lady Mayneth?
I don't know much about any curse. For now, all I can do is this, Egil. We can live in peace again.
Again? I see. Yes, you're right.
No!
Dixon? You shouldn't have done that, little brat.
So, there is a lot to unpack there. The Zanza we met was not truly Zanza. He was a giant named Arglus possessed by Zanza. But also, what the fuck, Dixon? Regarding connections between Xenoblade 1 and Xenoblade 2, I refuse to answer. Also, Josh, I'm not answering that. Yet.
Shulk!
Dixon! Why? Oi, old man! Are you completely out of your mind?
Don't you kids ever shut up? I'm just doing my job, as always. Right?
Who are you?
It's you.
Yes. Now you remember. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Eggle? Too long. Huh?
Zanza's disciple.
Zanza's disciple? Eggle, what do you mean? Dixon, what are you?
I don't have to explain anything. As they say, seeing is believing. Now, witness it with your own eyes. The moment of Lord Zanza's return.
So yeah, you're slightly wrong, Josh.
Get away from him!
No!
Zanza wasn't in the sword.
Zanza! I won't let you do this!
Shulk! Wait, who's this guy?
Zanza.
Do not be surprised. Everything in this world is dictated by the passage of fate. As all that exists is interconnected, time can flow only towards the inevitable. That is the vision of which I, the Monado, am the origin. That which will be, will be. This was all predestined. Ever since I came to reside within Shulk.
What do you mean?
Zanza grew tired from our battle. And then the High Entier ancestors trapped him. His flesh was sealed away on Prison Island. His soul, and hence the Monado, was confined to Osse Tower.
In those ruins? But what does this have to do with Shulk?
Did you forget? Who discovered those ruins? Who happened to be there? Who was the survivor we found? And who brought back that survivor?
What are you saying? You planned all this when you found Shulk?
Jackpot. It was all for this day. In fact, there was never anyone called Shulk to begin with.
What?
Yeah, Greg, this is the spoileriest of
My
spoilers.
soul existed inside the Monado. It was fated that I be released. It was shown to me in a vision. At last the time finally came, and then...
The people who found the Monado and freed it awoke Zanza. He sucked the lives from them, so he could live. Shulk was among them.
Shulk was already dead! That's impossible! We grew up together!
You grew up with an empty shell. He appeared to live because I became his life force. That is until he had matured as my new vessel and become worthy of wielding the Monado, allowing me to truly awaken and finally return.
Lord Zanza is the soul of the Bionis, but he still needs a living body. Just like Mayneth over there. Ha! Call that corpse a friend? Don't make me laugh.
But why use Shulk? What was it that made you select Shulk as your vessel?
There was no particular reason. Shulk merely happened to be there at the time.
There you have it. Anybody would have done. As long as they could swing a sword around, at least.
So then, Shulk's ability to use the Monado.
And those visions that he used to save us.
All because of Lord Zanza. Lord Zanza can see the passage of fate. He simply led you to the inevitable. The destruction of Colony 9. The death of that pompous old High Entier fool. And that Grunt Gaddo's miserable demise. All of it.
You evil...
Yeah! There's more. We haven't even got to the best part.
What are you gonna do, Dixon?
Don't you get it? You're just in the way. The lot of you. This world was created by Lord Zanza, by the very Bionis itself. Then you things think you can just spring up all over the place.
All life that is born from me must be returned to me eventually to complete the cycle. For me to continue my existence as before, then all must be restored to its former order.
In other words, the destruction and recreation of the world. Nothing more to it.
First, we must eliminate my greatest obstacle. You, Mayneth, the Mechonis!
Hi, Bubbling Beach. If you don't know this game, and you're interested in playing it, as much as I want you to be here, maybe don't. This is one of the spoileriest moments. This is, like, central to the story.
I've been waiting. Waiting for this day. Zanza!
Okay. Hi, Tom.
Brother, stop! You're too weak!
I don't care. I will gladly sacrifice myself to eliminate Zanza. As long as he lives, there can be no peace for us, or for the people of Bionis.
Ha! Then you shall cease to exist. By the wrath of my blade!
It's the Monado. I'll show you the meaning of wrath! What?
It's finished!
Why? Egil and Shulk could put their differences aside!
Meaningless sentiment.
Zanza! Right, now! Yeah!
How could you do this?
It is from me that all life is born. It lives only for me. And it shall be returned. So you have finally unleashed your Monado. And there was me thinking you would die with dignity.
I finally understand. The futures of our children belong to them alone. Though we are their creators, their lives are theirs to control. Even if the passage of fate is as you have decided, I will teach you the strength of their will to resist. Zanza, if you choose to deny the existence of every living being but yourself, then I choose to fight. To fight for them!
That's right. We won't let you erase everyone's futures!
This battle is mine, Mayneth. Is that all you've got?
I cannot express how much I adore basically everything about this. Tom, to answer your question, basically, Shulk has been dead since he was 10 years old. Zanza, who is a god, has been living inside him, acting as his life force. And now Mayneth, who is good, is fighting him.
Is that all you've got?
I know I can.
Is that all you've got?
There's no escape. Defense systems at max. Spear blade.
This is, perhaps unsurprisingly, a very difficult fight.
We're not getting anywhere.
And yeah, now he's dodging everything. But it is a JRPG, so you shouldn't have been surprised. Teenagers use the power of friendship to kill God.
Take this. Is that all you've got?
I feel stronger.
As far as I'm aware, that fight is unwinnable.
Something wrong. Is this the height of your skill?
Yeah, Red Mage, he doesn't care.
You call yourself a god. And you talk of sharing this world with me. So that's why. The dead boy is important to you. The Homs are nothing but bacteria clinging to my body.
They are living beings. If you cannot understand this, you have no right to call yourself a god.
And who decides that? A god? Because only a god may decide. This world only needs one god, Memo. May you rot in that shell for all eternity.
Fiora!
Face me like a god. If not, then say goodbye to your putrid friends! Such a fool.
This is what I wish. This world belongs to you all. Create a world with no need for gods.
This is the passage of fate.
Zanza, disappear!
He's gone. And things ain't looking good for us.
Let it begin. The ceremony of destruction and recreation.
this? That light! What's happening now?
Vanea. I'm sorry. I
understand.
Oh, it's worse, Josh. You'll see.
I always knew it might come to this.
Go, Vanea. Do what you must, while there is still time remaining. All hope is not lost.
No! You must come with me.
I, too, have something that I must do. The final wish, trusted to me by Lady Mayneth.
Oh, brother. Melia?
I understand your feelings. Leave it to us. We know what we must do. We will do all we can for the people of Mechonis.
Now go. Shulk can still be saved. Do not let the last glimmer of hope be extinguished.
Egil, go in peace.
Let's go. We're leaving the Mechonis. Ryan, take care of Shulk.
Got it.
You okay?
Yes.
Good. It still works. The whole place is gonna blow. We must return to Junks via the central factory.
Let's go!
Dun, what about Egil?
He'll fight Zanza to the very end. But we have our part of the bargain. Once he's gone, we're the only ones left. Let's move, everyone!
Goodbye, my brother.
So, yeah. Things are not looking good. And Josh, you may think they're Infinity Warring things, but it's much, much worse than that. And now Zanza does not only have his Monado, he also has Mayneth's Monado. Now, it's worth noting, the name Monado is derived from the word monad, which is related to Gnosticism, and monad has the same root as the word mono. There is one monad. So it's weird to have more than one Monado. But nonetheless, he does. I love that entire sequence. From the moment you begin the fight, through that very lengthy story cutscene. You know what? I don't think it's that common, Josh. So one interesting thing is that there is some evidence that Xenoblade Chronicles was built on the basis of some story elements that were originally planned for a third Chrono game after Chrono Cross. Certainly, several members of the original Chrono team worked on this. And given that Chrono Trigger famously had main character dies when facing godlike villain, you can kind of see that. Okay. Excuse me, why do you have a side quest for me?
Yes.
I heard from Vanea that there's a weapon production machine here. Oh, I should have picked this up earlier. So, yeah. You can get a much better weapon for Fiora. If I had done this earlier... If I picked this up earlier... I would have been fine with doing it. But, like, there's no way within story to do this. And frankly, Fiora gets plenty powerful weapons. I want to thank you for what you did for my son. But we have to escape here first. Shall we go back to the village? By the way, there is no story reason I can't do that now. There's no game reason I can't do that now. It just... It would break the flow so badly.
Stubborn mortals. So desperate to cling to your pathetic lives. Even when there is no hope for you!
And Egil uses what power he has left to protect us.
Don't you ever give up!
Never. But hear this, Zanza. They will judge me not in life, but death.
There is a reason Zanza is one of my favorite villains.
For both our worlds, you must succeed. Lady Maynard.
And with that, the Mechonis is no more.
The Mechonis! Egil!
Look starboard! What's that cloud?
It's Telethia!
And they beak.
You're not getting away!
Dixon!
Listen, it's over. Time for you all to return to the Bionis. Nice and quietly.
That's enough! Why, Dixon? What made you like this? Shulk looked up to you, respected you!
Dixon! Don't let Zanza control you! Wake up!
You can quit your belly aching. I'm in total control. I've always been like this. Ever since long before any of you lot were born.
Before we were born?
Now you get it. It's just like Egil said. I'm Lord Zanza's disciple. Dixon of the Trinity!
Copper, Telethia were creatures introduced way earlier in the story. Very, very powerful, mysterious in origin. And, yeah. They're, like, in-universe, they're kind of like our dragons. But they're also kind of fishy. It happens with a couple of characters, Josh. I kind of wish we had Shulk here. Because these guys do occasionally have a thing where they can read minds and dodge every attack. Oh yeah, all of the everything was originally Japanese, just because of the nature of, you know, it was a Japanese game. Given that, I'm actually very pleased that they did something unusual and went with British voiceover instead of the much more traditional American voiceover. Dunban? Let's go with this. Dunban might die because we've got almost no healing. Give him strength down. Heck. Rip Dunban. Oh, I think that is a winnable fight, but...
Not so tough without Shulk, eh? Stupid beast. You should be grateful. Not everyone has a war buddy like me to lead them along. Tasted good, didn't they? The victory drinks we used to share. I'll kill you! What? Who was that? Show yourself!
Melia, are you alright?
Yes! Callian, best boy.
Brother!
Callian! Dixon! He works for the Bionis! He shot Shulk in the back! Is this true? Dixon? This ends here. Your Telethia are no match for our Havres squadron. You cannot win!
Maybe you should be concentrating on your own people instead of barking at me. Looks like you've forgotten your destiny. Right? Lorithia?
Lorithia! Are you involved in this as well?
Your Highness, your naivety is quite charming, but it is also your undoing. I had much fun playing with you and your father.
What? What is this light?
Ether particles emitted so that the Bionis can be destroyed and reborn. What do you get if you cross high concentrations of ether with high entia?
No, you wouldn't! Lorithia!
Awaken, my darling pets!
And this is when we discover the origins of the Telethia. High entia exposed to high concentrations of ether become Telethia. That's what happened to everyone in Elkamoth.
Lorithia! Let him go!
You misunderstand, child. This is the reason why high entia are born. Do not blame poor old me.
Explain yourself!
It's just like she says. The High Entia are a race created by Lord Zanza to eliminate any annoying life forms in the preparation for the rebirth of the Bionis. Their bodies contain a gene that, when the time comes, transforms them into Telethia.
It can't be. Say it isn't so.
Melia, it is true. That is why you are our only hope.
Brother?
Whatever. We won't be needing a half-breed like you anyway. I mean, if you don't turn into a Telethia, it just means you're gonna get crushed by one. That's the only thing you're good for. Rise up, pets. Do my bidding. Kill your lovely sister.
Melia! So sorry. I always placed such a heavy burden on you.
Don't say such things, brother!
But at least I can still shoulder the destiny of our people. The burden meant for you
brings a tear to my eye.
These moments are to be treasured. How?
Melia! Father's wish and the future of the High Entia are in your hands. Yours and Shulk's.
Telethia! Destroy him! Dixon!
I got it.
Too late!
Damn him!
Hellion remaining best boy all the way to the end. It's just so bad. It's so sad, but Callian is perfect. In terms of why Larathea didn't change, it's because she's not really High Entia. Just like Dixon isn't really Homs.
Where am I? Oh. So I'm...
Sir, please don't laugh. You're clearly in shock.
What was I doing? What was the purpose of my life? No. I've got it wrong. I was never alive. It was Zanza. All along. Everything I did was...
Do you want to say pointless?
That voice.
Nobody else can decide that. Only you.
And after the destruction of the Mechonis, they come to Colony 6.
Shulk. Here. Mikol made you a wonderful new weapon. Since you lost your Monado, I mean. It uses the latest Machina technology. Use it when you wake up. Then, let's all go on living.
We've relocated the Hyentia and the Nopon refugees to Colony 6. Thankfully, the Mechon did us a favor by fortifying it for us. It should hold out for a while.
It's ironic. We want to escape Zanza, but we can't leave his body, the Bionis.
Well, this is our home.
Princess, I have to know. Should we be worried about the evacuated Hyentia?
I cannot be sure, but I believe not. All those who survived are part Homs like me.
Understood.
If they ever do transform, I will be among them. If that time comes, you know what to do.
Are you sure?
Everyone is obliged to accept their fate.
No way! There's no way Callian would leave the fate of the Hyentia to you if that was gonna happen.
Precisely. And Milia, if we are to survive, we must fight Zanza and the Telethia. It may not be the case with all of them, but a large number of Telethia were once Hyentia. Your subjects and your brethren.
I am prepared for that. Even if it means harming my brethren, it is for the protection of the survivors. That is the final wish of my father and brother. I will fight to free the souls stolen by Zanza.
You're a fighter, Melia. We will need all your strength in the fight ahead.
How's Shulk?
He's going to make it. His wound has closed. I think Mainith used the last of her power to protect him.
So he's okay?
Linada is tending to him now. Fiora?
He won't wake up. It's like his consciousness has sunk to the bottom of a cold, dark lake. I keep saying his name, but he doesn't respond.
Sansa's gonna pay for this.
What if the Telethia attack?
Then we'll have to fight without Shulk. That's why we've strengthened our defenses.
That weapon I made should come in handy as well.
We're backed into a corner, but we'll give it all we've got.
Can your resistance truly achieve anything?
What do you mean by that, Alvis?
Exactly what I said. We were all born of the Bionis, of Zanza. It is Zanza's will that the Telethia return us to the body from whence we came. Whether we die of old age or in battle, we all eventually return to the Bionis. We cannot escape this fate.
Elvis has been here all along, Zai.
You've got it backwards, man. Just because he thinks it doesn't make it so. We decide whether to keep living or not.
Also, hello, McChungus.
Even though he's our creator, that doesn't afford him the right to take our lives on a whim.
But that is the thinking of a Homs. He is a god. Such morals cannot apply to gods.
So you think we should just shut up and die?
If that is the fate decided by a god.
You are mistaken if you think we will simply accept such a fate and wait to die.
We'll never stop fighting, not till the end.
To Zanza, the outcome is the same. Thus, your logic is flawed.
It ain't the outcome that's important. It's the will to fight back.
Even if you die in vain.
Alvis! Whose side are you on? You scared or something? Frightened of a few Telethia?
Stop this. There's no point fighting amongst ourselves.
Fiora?
Sorry. I need to go and get some air.
So, just to quickly answer Josh's question. So, Shulk was dead. Also, McChungus Among Us, I don't know how sensitive you are to spoilers about this game, because this has been, like, the big story reveal episode, so you might have major parts of the story spoiled. I'm sorry. So Josh, Shulk was dead. Zanza inhabited his body. That gave Shulk enough life that even after being shot in the back, he was still alive, and with the Machina's medical technology, can be kept alive. Shops!
Yes?
I need shops. Sus 2 is Elvis, I believe. Bunch of cool things for Fiora. I've already got all of these, so I don't need those.
Hello.
I can take a look later if these are useful. Actually, I think these are very good for Fiora. But more importantly, let's get these artworks. Hello, Dulland. By the way, how do you zoom in on Switch again? There we go. I love this dude's eyebrows. I adore this dude's eyebrows. I just wanted to draw attention to that.
Hello.
Ah, I've been looking for you. I'm glad I found you. I'm taking care of the High Entia who fled to the refugee camp. However, we have cause for concern. There are not enough provisions to go around. But we don't need you to find more provisions for us. Well, not really. We need you to get back the stock we stored in Tefra Cave. We stored it in a warehouse, but I've lost the key. I tried going along the route that opened up when the Bionis moved. Yeah, some new places have just opened up. That used to be the main path, but now the place is crawling with powerful monsters. I barely made it out with my life. You've risked so much to help these people. Homs truly are noble people. Well, you could say that, but I was hoping I might get something in return. Oh, I see. It appears that my admiration was premature. Hey, I'm a businessman. I'm not running some kind of charity here, but I know when it's time to stand up and be counted. These people need help, and I'm the one who's going to help them. Correct, Copper. In the, like, there's a low percent speedrun where right near the beginning of the game, they clip into an area which is supposed to be unavailable, which is full of high-level monsters, but due to something about the clip, it instantly kills the monster and basically gives you, at, like, level 10, the kind of experience that a level 80 monster gives you, and you never need to do another non-story fight again. I've never seen it, but I've heard of it. I'm asking you, won't you help the refugees find the key and bring the food from the warehouse? That is a thing I will do, but not yet. Lost the key at Trader's Stopovers, that's where I was attacked. The door to the warehouse is behind Villia Lake. But I'm looking for... Where'd she go now? I mean, yeah, New Game Plus is the easiest speedrun to do. Simply because, you know, you start the game high level. Thank you for the details, Chris. Wait, that's outside. It is outside. I still can't quick travel. If you're curious, things are going to go from real sad ass to real badass. Not immediately. Fiora is sad because boyfriend dead. Thank you, Paula. I will hydrate. Also, hello. God, this water was in the fridge a couple of hours ago and now it's hot.
Fiora, are you alright?
Guess I wasn't hiding it well. I didn't want to worry anyone.
It must be difficult living with that body.
I'm getting more and more used to it. But people still look at me funny. Oh, it's not that bad. It feels pretty comfortable, actually. I don't need to worry about food or anything like that.
I see.
This body, the energy from the chest component made it work. It turned out to be a Monado. Such a strange feeling.
A Monado? Was that the Monado that Zanza took from Mayneth? Will your body cease to function?
I'll be fine for now. There's still some stored energy left.
But then what?
Then Fiora will join Shulk in death.
Melia, if I ever... Please take care of Shulk.
Don't talk like that. How can you ask me such a thing?
I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize.
You're right. Thank you, Melia.
If Shulk awakes, will you tell him?
No. He worries too much anyway.
He does worry. It's just like him.
Actually, I'm already dead. I have been since the Mekon attacked.
Fiora.
But I'm happy now. This body has given me the chance to live. Maybe I don't have much time left, but at least I can be with Shulk for a little while longer.
Do you feel that strongly for him?
Yes. That's why I'll fight on and help him in any way I can. Let's get back. Everyone will start worrying.
Yes, you are right.
And Melia, can you keep it secret from the others?
You do not want them to worry. I admire your strength.
Maybe I'll tell him. But only when the time is right.
I won't say a word.
Just plug a mini arc reactor into there. Tony Stark built one in a cave with scraps.
I'm nothing compared to her.
A siren!
Fiora, let's hurry back.
Okay.
So, for those curious, that sound right there was an alarm. And shit is going down. Zai! No! Replenish your snacks. Too sweet. Sure, Zai. Have good dinner.
Telethia! A horde of them are approaching! Let's move!
Gotcha!
I'm going too.
But Shulk needs you!
I know, but I can't just stay here. What if something happened to you?
No, Josh.
What would I tell Shulk when he wakes
There's
up?
still quite a lot left.
Fiora, are you sure?
A lot of it optional, but there's... we're definitely not finishing it tonight. There's just a lot of really intense stuff over the course of like 2.5 hours.
Lots of Dino Beast! Look, it's him!
So he survived.
Dixon!
That's right. Glad to see me.
Shut up!
Looks like that high-end TSB bro died for nothing. Oh, don't be like that. You'll meet him soon enough. You might even be reborn if you return to Lord Zanza. Who knows? He might be your boyfriend next life.
You will not mock the memory of my brother!
You lot don't know when you're beaten. Why don't you just give up?
It's my decision.
In order to perpetuate their existence, Zanza and Mayneth must use a being they created as a physical host. They cannot exist forever as mere souls. This world was created so that they may continue to exist. It is for this reason that its existence and future is in their hands. This is the passage of fate, and your visions. People live and die at the mercy of Zanza, and through this, Zanza maintains the existence of this world.
Our destruction is inevitable.
Yeah. I'm sorry, the
Everything we
sound cut
did
out there.
was meaningless.
Are you certain? It was his will to revive you and use you as a host. Taking the Monado from Mayneth, doing with the world as he wishes. Everything was as he decided. But why is it that Zanza now wishes to destroy you? What is the need for this?
That's because...
He in fact has no choice but to do it. If he does not, he risks his entire existence.
And we're the source of that risk. But why?
It is a marvel to exist outside the passage of fate. The lives created by Zanza and Mayneth inevitably attempt to escape the passage of fate. This signifies the beginning of their destruction. Mayneth accepted this and entrusted the future of this world to you. Many times, your visions have allowed you to change the passage of fate. You saved the lives of those destined to die.
I couldn't save everyone.
Nothing that exists is perfect. It is a sad truth, but you can learn from it and begin the journey on a new path. Not Zanza's path, but one that you forge yourselves.
Our own path.
So, decide, Shulk. Will you walk the path laid out by Zanza? Or will you walk a new path? The Monado awaits you.
That was always how it was going to be. If I'd wanted to walk the predetermined path, I wouldn't have come this far. Even with the odds stacked against us, even though I can't see the future, I'll keep walking. My own path, that I decide. Fiora, Rhine, Dunban, Sharla, Melia, Ricky. We all feel the same.
Well then, you must defy fate to succeed. Succeed and follow a new path.
Alvis, are you...
You already know. You know what I am, and what you must do.
So, Elvis is like pure sus, but he's sus for... He's like sus to both sides.
Can't let them get any further.
You know the drill. Take them down.
Oh, yeah.
So, in terms of my party, both for balance... excuse me. Both for balance and for story reasons, Melia in front. She is defending the honor of her people. Dunban, because he wants to get revenge against Dixon. And Sharla, because she's defending Colony 6. Apparently a change to skill trees. Ooh. Grants HP up at the start of battle. That's nice. And new skill links, might as well quickly check them. Physical defense up is nice. Yeah, that's very good for... Jen! What the fuck? Hello, and thank you for the gifted subs to Zai and Polarish Bear. Let me quickly update my goal. Also, how dare you? Yes, Chen has now gifted 100 subs, which is an absurd number. Chen, I refuse. God, I've said it before, but Melia says summon Bolt for summon Bolt. She says summon Earth for summon Earth. For summon Fire, she says star-searing flames of absolution, which is just so much, and I adore it. So we beat 3. But there are not 3. Look at Juju trying to be good.
If only Shulk was here! We're dead meat without the Monado!
Get away from him!
This is old Juju's fault.
Kid. More space between Zanza and us, the better.
If Rhine's got time to sound off, we must be doing okay.
We are doing okay.
Ryan is correct. Perhaps we relied too much on the Monado and Shulk.
Right. We've chosen to fight the Bionis. We have to manage on our own.
Look at them struggle. If they can't even handle a few Telethia, how do they expect to defeat me?
This is not the end!
Daban!
Fiora!
Are you okay?
I just overdid it. Fiora!
I'm okay. I can still fight.
Why are you bothering to try and cover it up? Go on, just admit you've had enough.
Telethia can't see the future. A few Telethia have the ability to read minds, but not see the future.
It truly seems as though everything is going as Zanza planned. But our hearts and minds, they still hold the will to seize our own destiny. No matter how hard you try to break us, the future is ours to shape, Dixon. Always!
When will you learn you have no future? Face it! Your destiny is to die here!
And I love this game.
What? Shoot!
Thank goodness you're here!
Damn kid! So you're still alive! Attack! Destroy them!
And even without the Monado, he saw that attack coming.
That was awesome! Sorry for worrying you all.
Shulk. Welcome back.
Fiora. Little brat. What's he gone and done now? Time for me to get my hands dirty.
Shulk, look out!
Huh?
Oi, kid. It's about time for your final lesson.
Dixon!
Show me what you've got. You think you've got the power to oppose Lord Zaza? Let's see how you do against me.
I mean, okay. Come on. Come on. It has to be Shulk in the front. It has to be. I'm still good with Dunban and Charlotte, for the reasons I gave. But you don't bring Shulk back into the party and not have him up front. No, I appreciate that, Red Mage, but no. Shulk now wields the replica Monado, which is much weaker than the Monado, unfortunately. That's also a fair point, Chris. Shulk has garbage AI. I like to give Shulk a lot of extra strength. That's strength down, not strength up. But I also like to give him HP up. Who's hogging the HP up? Probably Ryan, who doesn't need it at the moment. Oh wait, it was just in another spot. That's fine. So yeah, I'm just gonna go with a bunch of strength up. Ooh, and some double attack. That's fun. He's using Soul Reed, which makes us very likely to miss, which is unfortunate because I didn't manage to fill up my my talent gauge in time. So I can't even do Monado Purge. Heck. Soul Reed does eventually wear off, but it's frustrating as long as it lasts. Killer Dive does quite a bit of damage, and I think topples? Dazes. Oh my god! Just let me hit once. Wait. I've got Battle Soul. I forgot that I had a move that lets me fill up my talent gauge. And now that I've purged him, we can actually hit. And one more hit from Shulk should finish this off because it's time full. No! That was such a good way to finish.
That brat. How could he read my movements? What the hell's going on?
Shulk! How'd you do it? I could see it. The future. I don't have the Monado, but it came to me, Ryan. From within.
Nice one! Looks like we're back in business.
I love that Ryan doesn't question it.
Oi! Stop hiding and get yourself out here. I don't appreciate being left to do all the hard work. Alvis?
What? It can't be.
Yep.
Alvis.
Well,
Not you too.
there was a trinity.
Another one of Lord Zanza's faithful. One of the Trinity.
No! How can he be one of them?
Alvis! Is this the only reason you served under my family? You traitor!
Oi! Say something! Shulk!
Leave it. It doesn't matter what he is. That doesn't change anything at all. Does it? Alvis?
Yes, precisely. You must find your own path to the future.
The Telethia! He's...
So you're just another one of Sansa's lapdogs.
Get ready, everyone.
Show them no mercy.
As you wish. Let us see that will to survive.
Oh yeah. It's just more and more combat. Oh, Bubbles, you missed so much. So Shulk has been dead the entire game. And there was a god inside his body, and when the god came out, the god stole the Monado. Not quite, Bubbles. That's not entirely accurate.
I'm on it.
But yeah, this is a replica Monado. It is a good weapon, but it is significantly weaker. Ow! Just fucking laser beam me? I did the wrong attack there. Oh well.
That all you got? Not so tough without your pet, are ya? I'll show you the will to survive!
Meddling kids.
I have seen your will to fight. It is time to decide. What do you say? Does this world belong to you, or to Zanza? Well...
Either way's good with me. But I wonder what Zanza would say about it.
He desires the same. And he sees everything. As you see, Shulk.
It's like he says.
Get back here!
You understand, don't you, Shulk?
Yeah. You can bet on it.
We'll be waiting.
We'll be on our best behavior.
And we will be the best guests you ever had.
Ah, that's quite a good comeback. I'm impressed. I'm trembling. Me. Stupid meddling kid. After all these years, I never thought the day would come when I would feel fear.
Oop. And Bubbles, he did sell us a few things. He's mostly just a weapons researcher, though. Except he turns out he actually is a bad guy who works for the god, who lived inside Shulk and used him as a shell, and now wants to just... It's a lot.
Dunban, have you seen Fiora?
I have. She said she was going out to get some air. I don't think she went far.
Thanks. I'll take a look. Fiora, here you are.
Gotta hide the pain.
What's wrong?
Oh, it's nothing. It's so peaceful. It's hard to believe that we defeated a horde of Telethia just minutes ago.
Zanza wants to finish us all, so he can make the vision he's had come true. We're in the calm before the storm.
They'll be back, won't they? The Telethia. To remove us all from this world.
I won't let that happen. Whatever the future holds, we can never give in. Not to Zanza. No, not even to our destiny.
I wonder why Alvis said what he did.
Which part?
Does this world belong to us or to Zanza? Why would he side with Zanza? Power? Or maybe he wants to live forever.
Who knows? But I don't think his motives are that simple. I'm sure Alvis has some kind of plan. Otherwise, why would he speak to me in my dreams?
He spoke to you in your dreams?
That's another reason why I have to find Zanza. I have to find out why.
You and me both. I must fulfill Mayneth's wish. Shulk? You wanted to speak to me about something.
Oh, that's right. Lenada's looking for you. She wants to examine you. She's back at Junks.
Oh, Hey, can you go ahead? I'll go and see Leonardo in a minute. I need a few minutes to myself.
Okay, no problem. Take your time.
Thank you. What can I do? If I go to see Leonardo, she'll find out what's happening to my body. I need to come up with a good excuse.
Or you could ask her to help you? Like...
Please, let me be with Shulk just a little bit longer.
Zanza is inside the Bionis. I just know it.
Dixon must be there as well.
Yes, and Alvis too.
That's all good, but how do we get to them? If they're inside the Bionis, we're gonna need to dig a pretty big hole.
How long will it take? Ricky get old soon.
It just so happens I have the answer. On the Bionis chest is a massive hole that leads inside. It's the wound made by Egil's final attack.
Then that means...
Yes. While the Allied force keeps the Telethia busy, you can sneak inside that wound and take out Zanza.
We will take junks. Let my father know when you are ready to depart.
Yeah, time to knock some heads.
Ricky never lose. For Ricky family, Ricky win.
We must show this god our unyielding will to survive.
The suffering of my people will not be in vain. The crimes against our friends will not go unpunished.
Shulk!
Ready. We go to the Bionis chest. We will free our world from Zanza's curse.
And that is where I'm going to end stream. This was one of my favorite streams. Just for how much happened. I am so very excited for everything that comes next. This stream is one of the highlights of the story, as the second act / third act twist tends to be. But it's so good. There's so much good from here. It's worth noting. In terms of actual gameplay, if you want to play this game, at this point, you're a couple of hours from the end. You can very quickly go to the end from here. But there is a lot of extra stuff that I still want to cover. There are side quests, there's the rest of Colony 6, there are a lot of quests that can make particular characters stronger. There's a lot I'm still going to be doing. Just so everybody is aware. Who should we raid? I'm looking at people who are online. Dither's online, still doing their partner push. Deer's online. So is Gam. So Slim. Slim might be a good option. Yeah. Let's raid Slim. Thank you all so much for joining me. As I said, one of my favorite streams because it goes through so many crucial aspects of the story. It is just twist after twist after twist, and it's amazing. I'm so excited for everything that comes next. Yeah, there is nothing I don't love about this. Yeah, Tom, get some sleep. It is a very good thing to do. Thank you all so much for being here, for joining me for this. I will be live again tomorrow at 2:30 Eastern Time. Normally I would be doing Ace Attorney, but this week is our Community Sunday, and I'm going to be playing Among Us with chat. If you're interested in that, as I said, 2:30 Eastern, and I will be maintaining a queue if there are more than 15 people who want to play. And yeah, I don't think I've got anything more to say right now. I hope you all have a wonderful evening or time zone going forward. I hope to see you in the future, and you are all cute. Ciao.